All right, we have a bunch of questions for capital raising next. Capital raising. What percentage returns do you typically offer investors? And then another one that's similar is what kind of interest do you typically provide investors? Those are kind of similar, right? It's basically what interest do I pay private money lenders and what co-ownership split do I give to private money partners, those that we co-own assets together? Great question, right? And I'm going to tell you, it's hard to answer that. I can tell you for me specifically, but that does not mean that it's going to work for you necessarily, because what you're able to offer in an investors to still get the deal done and get the deal done, to raise the money and then to be able to move forward with it is really dependent on two fundamental things. The deal returns. The deal has to make financial sense before you can even raise money on that deal, right? If you're offering returns that are higher than what you're generating, then that makes no sense. You're just offering returns that are not actually going to be able to be possible for you to pay out. Or if you're offering returns that are eating up the vast majority, if you're offering an investor, a capital partner, returns that are eating up the majority of your personal returns, well, the issue there is that you're doing all this work, you're finding the deal, you're operating it, they're funding it to do what? To make $100 a month once it's all said and done? That's too much work for very little return. So fundamentally, your whole thing is to find great investments. Once you have a great investment where it makes sense to pay a certain interest rate or give up a certain percentage of ownership split, that's fundamental. Like, that's the most important thing. Next is your ability and the quantity of capital partners that you have to fund the deals, right? It's the quantity and quality of the capital partners that you have to fund deals. If you have one person, you have one potential capital partner who's going to fund the $100,000 and they're telling you, I will only do it for a 20% interest rate return, or I'll only do it for 80 or 90% ownership split. Well, if you want to get the deal done and that's your only capital partner, you have to give into their terms to get that deal done, right? Like, that's the reality of it. Well, if you have several capital partners and they're willing to take lower returns because they trust you more, they're more in alignment, they feel more confident with you, the deal, and you as an operator, you can typically offer lower returns because you're a lower risk investment, right? You are a lower risk investment for them. Between the deal and yourself as an operator are lower risk, which typically lower risk means lower returns. But that means you actually get to keep your principal. That means you actually get the returns that are projected, not people who have really high returns to get deals done, but then cannot actually materialize on them. I did an entire capital raising semester where this was the fundamental component of it for the sub 2 community. So that's already in there. And then for super investors, I go even deeper into all this stuff, plus the systems that you need to raise capital and how to determine what returns can you offer based on the deal returns to a capital partner, and B, how to consistently build your database of prospective capital partners, ensure that you are getting alignment with the right people, you guys are in agreement with your investment strategy and the returns that you offer, so that when you have a deal that you're looking to fund, you have a healthy competition of potential capital partners so that you can get those deals done and you can offer reasonable returns that make sense for the partner and for yourself as well. It's got to go hand in hand. But fundamentally, what returns you offer is dependent on the deal returns themselves first and foremost, and then your ability to raise capital. The volume of capital partners that you have, basically what they deem is reasonable based on your risk, based on your experience and you as an operator overall and the deal itself. To give you guys some general rule of thumbs, people love to hear general rule of thumbs. Typically, when you have a private money lender for a buy and hold investment, it's typically at 12% interest rate return with a private money lender. They're lending you, let's say, $100,000 for 12% interest rate return for 1 year. They lend you that $100,000. In 1 year, you have $12,000 of interest, right? 12% of $100,000 is 12% interest, which can be paid monthly at $1,000 a month, quarterly at $3,000 a quarter, or all at the very end. You pay them that interest and the principal of their loan back, the $100,000. So by the time that 1 year is done, the $100,000 loan at 12% interest, you're paying them $100,000 back, the principal of their loan, and the 12% interest on that money. Then we have private money partners, right? Those that are co-owning with you. The typical split for newer investors is typically a 50-50 split. The person that finds the deal and is operating gets 50%, the capital partner gets 50%, right? That's just the general rule of thumb. It really depends, like I said, on the deal, returns themselves, and on the volume of capital partners that you have and the risk they deem you as, essentially, that you're going to actually perform on what you're saying. So it's all that, right? It gave some general rule of thumbs to help you out. 12% PML, 50-50 split with private money partners. However, it really depends on the deal and your ability to raise capital. Okay, so what does alignment with investors mean with you? So If you know anything about my capital raising strategy, it has nothing to do with convincing or converting someone to invest with me. For me, it is all about alignment. And when I say that, I understand why that doesn't make a lot of sense to some people because they just don't understand what that means. It's another one of those buzzwords, right? Like we talked about this yesterday during the webinar. You know that creative financing means you get better deals because you're buying them with lower down payments and lower interest rates. Great, but like how do you do that? How do you find these deals and how do you make it as part of your overall system? You know that co-living maximizes your returns. Well, how do you find these deals? How do you convert them effectively? How do you get them rented so you're actually generating those returns? Same with capital raising. Hey, you should raise money to buy your deals. You shouldn't be using your own money if your goal is scalability. Great. Well, how do I actually do these things? That's how I feel maybe alignment is to some people, right? My whole thing is I provide the systems and the step-by-step roadmap on how to do those three core things, right? Creative finance, capital raising, and co-living, and all the systems and resources for super investors to help them out. I also give a ton of that away for free as well to help you guys out in your investing journey and have the very low cost co-living community for you to take part of and just utilize everything. Just fast track your path to financial freedom, especially through owning co-living investments by just not trying to reinvent the wheel, but just plugging into a system that's already incredibly effective and guides you step by step and provides you the support that you need wherever you might get stuck in your investing journey. With that being said, what does alignment with capital partners mean to me? That means I'm never trying to convert someone. If someone is not already interested in investing in real estate, I'm not trying to convince someone who's not wanting to invest in anything or someone who's dead set on stocks wants nothing to do with real estate. So I'm only talking to people that already want to invest in real estate. Great. Then I'm ensuring alignment with, do we have the same investment strategy? Are they looking to do these buy and hold longer term investments? Are they looking to, right? So do we have the right investment strategy? Are they looking to do long-term buy and hold investments or ideally co-living? That's another level of alignment. Is the timeline in alignment? If they're looking to get their money back in 3 months, but we're doing a multi-year hold, well, if we're not in alignment with the timeline, that's another issue. And the final component of that, I don't want to sound cringy, but like the vibe check, right? Is this a person that I want to partner with long-term? Just as much as they're evaluating me, am I a person they want to lend money to, right? Or partner with? I'm verifying, is this a person that I also want to co-own assets with or raise money from? Because there's so much, when you have an abundant mindset, there are so many capital partners out there that are looking for great investments and great operators to partner with that you are more of a scarce resource than money. There's a ton of money out there, but you need to find alignment, right? Once again, they already want to do real estate investing. Our timelines are a fit. Our investment strategy is a fit. And we vibe check. We are similar. We don't need to be similar. Actually, a lot of my capital partners are not similar to me, but we are in alignment. Like we have similar morals and similar ethics and things like that. When we have a conversation, it's enjoyable. It's not this awkward exchange. If it's that way, great. We'll move on to the next person. No issues for that, right? The more and more cap partners that you get into your world or prospective cap partners you get into your world, the more you get to partner with people that are at the utmost of alignment with you. You also get to turn away plenty of people like we have to, who are just not in alignment for one reason or another. Whether it's their investment strategy is not in alignment with what we're trying to do, their timeline, and most importantly, if it's not like the right vibe, right? You kind of know what I'm talking about. It's how you make friends. It's how you do anything, right? Do you feel like you can know, like, and trust this person and that you want to actually partner and own with them? Do you feel like this person has the mental fortitude to understand that, hey, we're renovating the property. It takes a month to do this. It takes a month to furnish. There's going to be plus or minus a few weeks as things come up. Like anything, are we in alignment? Do they seem like a right fit? Are we going to enjoy owning together? Are we going to enjoy raising money and then giving them interest? Like, does that make sense for us? Or is it going to be more headache and more work than it's worth? Great, let's move on to the next person. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you just talk to enough prospective cap partners, you'll start understanding, right? I've talked to hundreds of people at this point that are prospective cap partners. And so I know, is this person going to be a right fit for me and for what we're looking to do? Or is this just not the right fit for us? I've had to turn people away. I've had to get people out of deals and just replace them with someone else because it just wasn't the right vibe. It wasn't the right matching, right? And that's the place you want to get to. You want to have an abundance of account partners where you can pick and choose the ones that are in alignment with your strategy or timeline, and you just are a solid fit. Someone said, what if someone only wants to be a private money partner? Well, great. I have a way for you to be a private money partner on my deals. I'm going to drop my form if you want to be a private money partner. This is how you can let me know, is your timeline to invest, is the capital you have available, is our strategies in alignment? Let's get on a call and then we figure out is the right fit for each other. I will show you what we are doing. I will show you the types of deals that we're doing. I'll show you our strategy and what we're looking to do more of. And we'll see, hey, if I have opportunities like this, is this in alignment with what you're looking to do? And we'll just get to basically mutually interview each other and see, are we the right fit for each other? There's no surprise that when I'm doing trainings, live, off, talking to people, people share, hey, I actually love that you are so focused on finding great deals and you're so focused on the operations. I have money, but I don't have either the time or skills, or I'm earlier into my journey. I just want to partner with you, whether it's to learn through you, whether it's to get the returns with you, whatever it is, or a combination of those things. Hey, I just want to be a partner. I don't want to do all that work. I have the funds, I make good income. I just want to partner with you on these investments and let you operate them. And either I can choose to learn throughout that process or not. The more you put yourself out there, really the core thing is visibility. Are you putting yourself out there? Do people know who you are and what you're doing? Are you providing people value, right? Especially people who have capital, who want to do deals, who want to put their money to work. And then are you identifying alignment with them, right? And that is that form right there, right? I'm visible, I'm doing this right now, I'm providing value all the time as much as I possibly can, providing you guys free tools, education, resources, Q&A, answering literally, I don't know what this is, 20 plus questions live on a variety of topics, value. And then people say, hey, can I be your partner on deals? I have money, I don't have the skills or the time to be able to do this. Great. Fill out the form. Let's see if there's alignment with our strategies. And then most importantly, let's get on a call and see if there's alignment with what we're trying to do collectively and if we're the great fit for each other so we can grow and scale. Perfect question. I mean, it teed up everything I just talked about right before and allowed me to go more into my 1/3 of my capital raising system, the super investor capital raising system, which pre-raise is the subsystem one. Capital raise, when you actually have prospective cap partners, you have a great deal. Now you're actually raising the capital on that deal. You're marketing it effectively with the effective presentation, with the effective analysis into your presentation, answering the most common questions already. Those that want to discuss more, you connect with them. They now fund the deal, you close on it. Now we're talking about closing and investor relations, the third part of the cap raising system. So cap raising is a system in itself, but then there's 3 core subsystems. The pre-raising to identify people that have alignment with you, the actual capital raising, those people that have alignment with you, presenting the deals and getting, and whoever wants to commit to that deal, and the actual closing and investor relations, everything after closing that you need to do afterwards as well.